Hi, Adam here from Northwest Slackline, and today we're going to talk about tree padding. As you may or may not know, it's critical to pad the trees when you rig your slackline. First, this protects your gear. Second, this protects the tree. And third, this protects our reputation. There's a growing movement afoot in municipalities across the country to potentially ban slackline because people are damaging trees. So you need to use some sort of padding. The purpose of this video is to talk about different types of padding you could use. A lot of people are fond of cardboard, but I'm not a fan. It's fairly slippery and it's really difficult to get around the tree. I used to, for a long time, use towel strips, but they have one of the same problems of cardboard, which is that if your sling is not attached directly to the padding, it doesn't stay on the tree very well. I'll go ahead and demonstrate this real quick for you with both the cardboard and the towel strip. Now you have the task of holding all of this in place while you clip your sling into your line, go to the other tree, repeat the process, and then tension it. It's pretty difficult to do without a second person to help you. Also, as we'll get to later, you can see the sling slides around a lot on the cardboard, and ultimately it just ends up slipping down onto the tree. So cardboard is basically garbage for padding trees. One thing that I used to do for a lot of years and I think works a lot better is if you just go to a thrift store, you buy a towel for like $5, cut it in half, make a strip. As long as the strip will completely wrap the tree, it's pretty easy to set up. The problem is with a larger tree where you can't get your arms around it, you're stuck trying to stuff it into the cracks of the bark, or to rush rapidly around the tree and do one of these sort of things. I think I might actually be able to fully get it around the tree. There we go. So if the towel will reach, you can tuck it into it itself, but of course here it won't reach. So then you have to do one of these sort of things where you hold the towel with part of your body, you try to reach with the other thing, and then, oh no, and then it slipped out. So then you go back and tuck it. And anyway, once you get it set up, the sling will still slide around a little on the towel, but less so than on the cardboard, and it works fairly well. So I fully endorse using towel strips. Towels are what Seattle has specifically approved for using on trees here. That's what I use. For the last 2 years, after sort of mucking around with towel strips for a while, I've been using towel tubes, which is something I've been making myself. Not only do I make them myself, but now I'm selling them for $5 a piece in case you're too lazy to make your own. Basically, it's just a piece of a towel sewn into a tube. It's not really rocket science. They're 40 inches long. They're 3 inches when laid flat. They come in different colors, etc. And the beautiful part about a towel tube is that when you put a sling through it, it's integrated into the sling. So there's no more getting your padding and then getting your sling in place. You just get the whole thing set up all at once. So if I can demo that for you real quick. And it's ready to go. And I can drop it and rig the other end of the line, and I can come back and grab it, and it's still good to go. So for many reasons, you can see why I prefer my towel tubes. You can make your own, or you can go to toweltubes.com and buy some. If you're not yet sold on towel tubes, let me tell you a few more reasons why they're great. If you have a ratchet kit, a towel tube will fit it. So here's a ratchet kit made by Gibbon, and here's a towel tube put on it. If you have a sling that's less than 4 feet, you can take a 48-inch towel tube and scrunch it down. So you shouldn't be wrapping trees that are this small in diameter, but here, for instance, is an 18-inch sling with a full towel tube scrunched on it. And as you can see, there's no trickery. It's actually 48 inches. Lastly, if you're long lining, towel tubes fit purple and green span sets. So no matter what kind of sling you use, you should be able to fit it inside a towel tube. If you're not yet sold on the towel tubes, let's head over to the lines I've set up behind me, and we'll look at why the towel tube is superior to a towel strip or to cardboard. Through the magic of the internet, now we're over on the tree where I've rigged 3 different lines using 3 different styles of tree padding. With the cardboard, which I'm going to jiggle first, you can see as I near the end of the line, the sling is going to start to slip down, And if I bounce on it or I shift it through surfing or doing any sort of tricks, it will begin to slip down the tree. Also, it can be difficult to find cardboard that's the right size to fit the tree. This cardboard might actually be a little too small. Transitioning over to the towel strip. Same thing, you can see it slides around a lot with the sling on it. And then lastly, looking at the towel tube, you'll see that no matter how I shift around on the line, the tube just rolls up and down as the line goes up and down. Or in a sec, I'm going to attempt to surf, and the tube will just slide back and forth with the sling in it.